Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got two replays in the French Tier 7 Premium Light Tank, the HMH AMX 1357, the little memer that is. And if you haven't guessed by the title, as always, this is the video for which I will get the third mark of excellence in the tank. And I really enjoyed doing this tank. And these replays are from quite a while ago, because I did 3 mark it quite a while ago. And it's just one that I never... It's one of those videos, again, that one of those folders that's just sat in my replays folder and never been touched. And I have no idea why. I just looked through and I went, hang on a minute. When did I 3-mark 1357? Like, over a year ago? Oops. I meant to make this video ages ago. And thus, here we are. We're finally there. 1357 is honestly a hilarious tank. I really enjoy it because it spits the rounds out. It does have some absolute meme value when you get going. When you get to unload, like you're seeing here against this T28 HTC, it can be hilarious. But you do have to pen those shots, and we really didn't pen many there. But it's also, you know, got pretty good camo as well. The one thing that, well, the two things for me that lets the 1357 down is the engine power. The engine power means that it's a bit of a struggle at times when you're going uphill or you're trying to have some sort of speed. That can be real big drawback. And also the standard penetration at 143 is fine. It's fine for a tier 7 light tank, but it doesn't go well for me with the limited amount of ammunition. So the limited amount of ammunition, you only get 72 rounds, and quite frankly, this tank runs out all the time. And what happens is that you end up having really awkward ammunition amount situations where you have like 4 AP left and 5 APCR left or something like that, and you have to wait for the whole reload just to load 3 or 4 shots, and just basically not to reload a full magazine, which can be really irritating, which is why I run full gold, because I just don't want that stupid annoyance where I end up having to wait 14 seconds or whatever it is to reload 2 shells because I ran out of ammunition on the standard or the premium, you know. And yeah, it's a pretty damn fun light tank, this. I mean, you do have a 61km/h top speed as well, which isn't the fastest for a light tank, and because of the engine power, you don't really hit it that much. But you've got good camo, you've got decent view range, you can have a good laugh with this tank. So, what do I run in terms of a crew on the AMX 1357? Well, I run Born Leader, Rapid Reload, Sixth Sense, Situational Awareness, Camouflage Expertise, Muffled Shot, Steady Aim, Snapshot, Run and Gun. The 3 gun perks to make this gun as good as possible, because if you don't make this gun as good as possible, it's not that great at times. This is 57mm, so you want to make it as nice as it humanly can be. And then the camo perks, because you are a light tank and I want to make that better if I can. And then in terms of equipment, optics to make my view range better. I am a light tank, I want that to be better. Camo net to make my camo better, and the vertical stabilizers once again to make the gun better, because the gun can be a troll little bugger at times, and you really want to make sure that the gun is nice. I mean, the equipment is definitely interchangeable. You could change that if you wanted to. I mean, you could decide, okay, I'm stealthy enough without the camo net. You know what, I'm going to run the traction system to go faster. Although, I feel like the traction system isn't as much of a help on the AMX 1357 because you don't really have the engine power. While it would be nice to be able to go at that top speed, you don't have the engine power in the first place that helps you get up there reliably. So it might be nice to take the powertrain instead, just to give you that extra engine oomph, and then, you know, you can get up to top speed. But there's many different ways to kit out a tank. That's just sort of a template of what I run and how you can make this tank pretty good in a lot of ways. So as you can see in this first game, we've got the perfect map for it, and that is Westfield. We've done 2.6k damage with 1300 assistance, and we managed to get a nice shot there. Well, we basically got the thing you always want when you're going for a mark, and that is that Sternpanzer was completely oblivious, or to be honest, it was AFK. So it was fantastic for us, and that meant we could dump the whole clip in, get a full penetrating clip, and that's really helped our damage to get better, essentially, and buffed our numbers up. Now we're going after the bat chat. We get 1 in, 2 in, auto-aim the final shell, and thankfully roll high enough to kill the bat chat 12T. We're up to 3,000 damage. There's 4 tanks left on the enemy team. We know where 2 are currently. They are spotted down at C0, and we're just trying to be careful a little bit, but try and find where the the last two guys are. And there we go. We've found the AMX 65T. Taking out the 65T because he's the bigger threat. Because if he turns around, he's going to be a bit more difficult to deal with. And now we can fire the last few shells in the clip and put them into the back of the T-34-2 GFT. Now we're just waiting for the reload to come in, because then we can go in and kill this T-34-2 GFT. We have all the hit points as well, so we can take a hit if we need to. We spot him up, but unfortunately for me, he is running away. There's still the two light tanks in the corner at AB0 as well. Well, one's just got spotted at H7, but we know that they were down there somewhere, so we're going to try and get over there to get the kill into them. We get one shot into the T-34-2 GFT, which is really quite lucky, but we'll take it. And we take a hit from him, but shut him down. Now there's only the two light tanks left on the enemy team. And it's a Vanguard, which is currently running around near the... It's a Vanguard, actually, that's just killed someone and is not near the encounter. It's the Lynx 6x6 that's near the encounter cap. And they are slowly starting to kill people that are down there. So really, the Vanguard must have also sneakily snuck through the 8 line as well, past our TDs. And then we go, the Vanguard gets lit up. I want to try and get in there to get as much damage as I possibly can do. You can see where, when we're going uphill, the engine power really struggles in this 1357. It's like, come on, come on, come on. Ah, there we go. We missed a shot on the Vanguard. Bounce on the Vanguard. He gets tracked. We miss another one. Miss another one. There we go. We get one in, two in the back, and we get to finish the Vanguard off, thankfully. And we finished the game with a really nice total for the Tier 7 AMX 1357. We finished with the victory. 7 kills, 4.1k damage, 1928 assistance. The Devastator, the Patrol Duty, the Ace Tanker, the Top Gun, the High Caliber. 2.5k base XP. I mean, that's what, 6k combined for the Tier 7 Light Tank? That's a really, really nice total combined. And that's a really big help for going for that Mark of Excellence. And we're on to the final replay of the match. The final replay of the video. And we are on Malinovka. And it's a Tier 8 game, once again. I tend to have pretty bad luck with the matchmaking in the 1357, if I'm honest. 1357, when it's top tier, is absolutely, absolutely vicious. I just don't get top tier in it very often. Most of the time, it's quite regularly Tier 8 games. And then, if not, there's quite a few Tier 9 games as well. So I do relish those Tier 7 games a lot when you are top tier, because it is quite nice to have. But we are Tier 8, and we know, I think at this point I'm at line 90, if I remember, I've made a note somewhere, I think it's, where, let's have a quick look at the note. 94.7 before this game. So we just need a good amount of damage, essentially, to get us over that last 0.3. The light tank ended up coming over. We got a few shots into him, but, well, only 2 shots, which puts us on to 184 damage. We're just waiting for the reload, because I want to start going in on this AMD 17B, or 178B, and we shut him down. We've hit perfect. We managed to get another shell in to shut down the 1357 as well. We've got 2 shells left. We get 1 into the back chat there, and we go for the reload, because we start getting looked at, and I realise, oh no, that's an Earthshaker. I don't want to get hit by that. Doesn't matter if I don't want to get hit by that, it's going to hit me anyway, and that hurt. That puts us down to a 1-shot for things like the Earthshaker, which is not nice. I decide, okay, you know what, I'm going to go sit in my bush. I'm going to go sit in my bush, try and get some spotting, and yeah, great times. Nope. We sat in the bush, got spotted, instantly IBRT by the back chat 12T, and that puts us down to a 1-shot for pretty much everything in this game now. Dreadful, dreadful start for us here in, well, being this close to the 3rd mark as well. Dreadful start, but we have managed to pick up some assistance, which is good. I mean, we're up to 1400 so far, and we're just trying to do our best to pick out the shots to kill this Tiger Shark. We get 1 in, and then we get to shut down the Tiger Shark. Fantastic. Up to 2.4k combined, because we've got no tracking, it's all spotting. And I think I needed about 3.3k, 3.4k to actually make movement on this tank. So we're not far away. We may have been, you know, it may have been a dreadful start in terms of losing all our hit points, but we're not far away from getting some movement and actually just not dropping in general. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to pull back into my bush. I'm going to pull back into my bush to try and see if I can get some spotting on this VK, but no one's shooting it. So I'll pull back through the bush so that it's no longer opaque. And unfortunately, I still got spotted anyway. I was trying to play the camo there, and it just didn't work. We got spotted anyway. Probably got spotted by the light tank, actually, that was running through the middle. But now we're nearly reloaded again, because this is the beautiful thing about the AMX 1357, is the fact that the reload is a beautiful, beautiful thing on the AMX 1357. The reload is so quick, and then added into that the intra-clip reload being really, really nice as well. You get going, you're ready to fight again, you're ready to fight really, really quickly, and you never feel like you're out of the battle for that long. You never feel like you're twiddling your thumbs all too much. And it's one of those tanks that I've always really, really enjoyed, which is why I've 3-marked both versions of it, because, yeah, it was fun to do it the first time. It was even better to do it the second time. So you can see we get a nice shot there into the side of the 112 that was coming down now. The Earthshakers giving us some free shots. We get one into him, try and get the shot into the side of his turret to shut him down, but unfortunately don't quite get the shot in. And we now go for the reload, because we don't want a chance staying down there. The E25 that we were looking at earlier is still chasing our light tank down below. It's like, hello, what is going off here? So now we're nearly loaded, we're going to go help. He gets tracked, which gives us a free farm. It's like, please guys, don't shoot him anymore. I want all of his hit points, and we get a nice few shots into him there. That puts us on to, well, 4K combined. 4K combined is pretty good, and at this point I'm thinking, nah, you know what, there's a chance that I've got it. You never want to settle, though. You never want to think, I've hit the numbers I probably need. It'll be fine now. I've got the mark. You never want to settle for that. You always want to keep pushing. Always keep pushing. Always keep trying to make the number higher. Because you never know with the marks. Sometimes they can be like, you know what? I'm just going to leave you on 94.99. Because, lol, you know. And it'll laugh at you. So we managed to get 1 or 2 shots there into the 112. I'm not going to pen a 112 from the front. Very reliably, if at all. So we go for the reload, and we're going to try and climb the hill and see if we can get any shots into these guys from different positions. You can see the lower plate is orange, and that's because it's kind of slightly up at us, actually. So we might be able to pen that at this distance. But even then, we're still bouncing on the side on his lower plate. It's because his lower plate is very, very good. With 195 penetration on the APCR and at the distance, it just won't go through. So we try and find the shot into the side of the 112's turret there. Unfortunately, don't go in, and the last 2 guys end up getting shut down. But we finished the game with 2.1k damage, 2.3k assistance. It's actually probably one of the more average games if you discount the assistance for the 1357. And finished with the game with 3 kills, 2.1k damage, 2.3k assist, and we end up finishing with 95.23, which is really nice. 1661 base XP. And we got the 3rd mark of excellence for the MX 1357, which is an absolutely solidly fun little French light tank to pick up. Hilarious tank, and I'm glad to have 3-marked it yet again, because I 3-marked the standard version too. So as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.
A great success!